Hello, hello, future me, digital me. Um, I, all right. I'm gonna try not to be embarrassed by this, but I am. So let's just get through this. Hold on. That's odd. I guess I had to turn up the brightness a little bit for some reason. Uh, I started a GoFundMe, and so that's what the video is about. I'm announcing it. You don't have to donate or anything. I'm kind of just curious if anybody donates to it, really, because I was curious about it for a while. And so I looked at it, and there's all sorts of things that people ask for at the GoFundMe. There's even just people asking for, a wish category. There was somebody just doing a GoFundMe for a PS5 for somebody in their online gaming um, group, because otherwise they're one of the people in their kind of gaming clique wasn't going to be able to game with them anymore, so they just wanted to raise funds so that their friend that wouldn't be able to play with them anymore would still be able to play with them. So you can really do whatever you want with it. So I just figured, what the hell? We'll see if this plays out in any way, because I'm having trouble working up the, well, one thing, working up the confidence to actually go out and talk to people. I have talked to a few people and spread the word, but I don't think it's really going anywhere. And it's a small town, so I'm a little hesitant to kind of talk to people. Just randomly talk to people, because small town in the South and the nature of what I do, uh, I Trump bash and I Republican bash. And in the South, so I don't know. They might not take kindly, you know. Um, I don't want that kind of backlash on me. I don't really have funds to move about if um, the people decide I'm very unwelcome, or the landlord may decide, or whatever. So that makes me even more hesitant to really push the, hi, how are you out here? And would you like to, this is my channel, watch it, maybe subscribe, I don't know, whatever. And all that jazz. And these are the thoughts that kind of just, every time I think about going out and talking to people, that's the thing that kind of just weighs on me. Plus, I live at like the outskirt of the town. So by the time I get anywhere, by the time I walk there, I'm walking to the grocery store to do something, right? To get food. I'm worn out. And I get there to do my shopping and stuff. And then I'm just like, I don't even feel like engaging in anything other than getting my food and getting back home. And then I do that, and I'm worn out for like a half hour, an hour. And then I gotta like mentally prep up again, and it's just this whole friggin' thing. And by the time I'm kind of mentally back in the mood again, it's like 4 or 5 p.m. And I'm just like, the day is kind of over. And I was getting into decent shape, and I had this weird thing hit me one day. It was like a month and a half ago, on the way home from the Family Dollar out down there, which is like 2/3 of the way to the grocery store. I started walking home, and all of a sudden I was just out of energy. And ever since that day, going anywhere is just trouble. Walking just wears me the frig out. And the local doctor just was like, yeah, you got a virus. And he spent like 2 seconds talking to me. So I don't know. Anyways, that's what it's about. I got to GoFundMe. And I don't know. Maybe if I get some donations on there that are decent and surprising, might boost my confidence. I don't know. I have some other ideas that I was going to try. I was going to try something else recently too, but I couldn't find the supplies I was trying to find. Turns out the grocery store didn't have them. Maybe I'll try looking at the Family Dollar. Maybe they have them. Sometimes the Family Dollar has things that the grocery store doesn't have. So maybe I'll be able to strike. Whatever the phrase is, not strike out, but hit a run, whatever. There's a train coming. Okay, well, the train's mostly gone. So I'm thinking I'm gonna walk up to somewhere in town tomorrow and do some looking around. Hopefully in the morning time I'll be up and awake enough to do it. And Lie to Me is boring. The third season sucks, so right now pardon me, I am watching the original run of Ken Jennings on Jeopardy. That is on Hulu, and that's fun. And I am able to answer 7 plus or minus 5 questions on Jeopardy every game out of the 5 times 6, 30, 60 questions. So it's not bad or someone of my knowledge base, I guess. I don't know. Considering my memory is total crap. I like to think that's fairly good. And if there weren't any time constraints on Jeopardy, I'd be able to answer a few more, but not a whole lot. Because you have like 5-10 seconds to actually answer the question before the actual person on Jeopardy answers it, because they're so freaking fast at answering the questions. It's annoying. I have like no time to think. I'm bad with dealing with, time constrained situations. I'm just not good at handling that type of situation. So, whatever. That adds another variable that very oftentimes stops me up. But, whew, man, it's hot in here. Jeez. It's going to be hot tomorrow, and it's going to be sort of hot the next 2 days. Anyways, so that's it. There's GoFundMe. We'll see how that turns out. It's probably going to end up with 0 for ever, but keep a look on it. We'll probably check in on it in like a week or 2 weeks or never. So, yay. As always, tax rich people and have a boobs day out.